Morning, everyone. I am the Richland County Recreation Commissioner, Donzetta Lindsay. I am pleased to extend a warm welcome to all of you at the project launch ceremony at Hopkins Park Pool. Today's gathering is graced by the presence of distinguished dignitaries, including South Carolina State Representative Dr. Jermaine Johnson, County Council members Cheryl English and Shaquise Newton, as well, thank you, as well as the Richland County Commissioners Hamilton Jacobs, James Mobley, and Robert Lepine, Chair. Again, I would like to extend a warm welcome, and we are excited about today's ceremony, and thank you all for coming. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Come on, good morning, everyone. Can we just clap and celebrate this morning and while we're here this morning for this groundbreaking and momentous occasion? I will be your master of ceremony this morning. My name is Hamilton Jacobs. I'm a commissioner with Richland County Recreation Commission. We're going to follow our outline as it is on your programs. Our first community member will be Miss Bernice Scott. We all know what Miss Scott is to the Honorable Miss Bernice Scott. We all know what she is to our community and how she impacts the Hopkins and Eastover and Gaston area. So can we receive her with a hand clap? I got you. Come on.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Give it up. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's better. We just give honor to God because this is truly a wonderful day for our community, for the Lower Richland area. I like to make sure that this is the Lower Richland area. We have worked hard for a long time, but we got the right director in now, and we just sure appreciate you and the board members for doing this because, you know, people think we live in the country, we don't need anything, but I bet you every November our tax bill come, they need that money. We don't mind giving the money. It's not about the money, it's about service. And when you don't give people service, that's when people get angry. And I've been angry for a long time. But the thing is that we are now in the process of having our own revitalized, well, brand new pool and pool house. And in October, September, after the pool be made, we're going to have our senior citizen pool party. Watch it. It's coming, y'all. Trust me, we're going to have it. And it's going to be fun, and we really appreciate all the hard work you've done, Todd. We just can't thank you enough, and your staff and the commissioners, because this is about knowing what we need and getting what we need. We thank you so much, and may God continue to bless all of y'all. And remember, seniors, get your bikinis ready. We're going to have that pool party.
Come on, you all give Miss Bernice Scott another hand. Next, we're going to have a real termite in the wood that I would like to call her, Miss Carletta Wilson. She's an amazing person. We know that she does a lot right here at Hopkins Park. Her along with her group of friends, they have a group that work very hard, but she calls, I'm sure that she's called Tar, she's called myself, she's called Park Lane to make sure that Hopkins Park gets what they deserve. So can we give Miss Carletta Wilson a round of applause as she comes?
I walked the red carpet today. I feel like a celebrity. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm going to try not to cry, okay? But I'm truly overjoyed. To Mr. Lewis, our executive director, to our commissioners, and the RCRC staff. We want to thank you for continuing to support the legacy at Hopkins Park Pool. Mrs. Rebecca, we call her Sugar Goodwin, had for our community. and her daughter and her grandkids are here with us today. So first of all, we want them to stand up and be recognized. Without her, we wouldn't have had the land to do all this. Thank you so much, RCRC, for welcoming our public input every third Monday. Although your facial expression said, "She here again," you were also attentive to all of our concerns. I believe that if you're not part of the problem, you're part of the solution. So thank you guys for being part of the solution. Listen to all of our concerns and needs for our Lower Richland community. We're excited for the leadership this year. It's been less than a year and we've seen amazing things already. So just imagine what the future's gonna bring. They have made a remarkable difference in just a short time. How many months have you been here, Mr. Lewis? 6 months. He's made a remarkable difference. He vowed to listen to us and the people and the taxpayers. As for now, he's a man of his word, and word is your bond. As we look forward to the improvements and the growth of RCRC with all our parks, community centers, and so forth, we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, and I'm so elated. Thank you for coming.
Okay, very quickly, before we receive Councilwoman Cheryl English, which is our Richland County Councilwoman for District 10, if we have any dignitaries or any of our Richland County Recreation staff, please stand. We just want to give you a hand clap and recognize you for what you do in our communities. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking the time to come with us and celebrate this morning. We're now going to receive Ms. Cheryl English. Can we give her a hand clap? Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. Man, that sounds pretty good. Sound like I need to start preaching. Before I begin, I just want to reminisce when my brothers and I got here. We were military brats, and we'd always, Puerto Rico, Michigan, Ohio, we'd always find our way to a pool. And so when we got here, we would spend hours and hours. Sometimes when Mama would drop us off in the morning, and she said, "Y'all gonna swim all day?" And we'd be like, "Yeah," we'd be wrinkled prunes by the time we go home all summer. So I am truly excited about this. But the CDB grants, our county receives these annual grant funds, and they're awarded from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. And they're intended to build stronger and more resilient communities with a specific goal to improve the quality of life for people with low and moderate incomes. And it's the Community Development Division that oversees these grants and helps guide the investments we make with these important funds. And if you see them, they're right here in green. So we want to thank them for the work that they do. And each year in picking these projects, the annual action plan is developed with public input and competitive application process to identify the best use with these funds. We ask, where can these dollars do the most good? Where can we impact the most lives? This year was the most competitive process ever to date. The county was able to partner with 4 major public facilities and infrastructure projects across the county, including this important project to reopen this pool. And they are the Woodfield neighborhood, run by Serve and Connect, the much-needed sewer upgrades for the Green Lakes neighborhood, and upgrades to the Transition Day program that serves hundreds of individuals struggling with homelessness each day. And of course, the Hopkins Park Pool, which is important, especially to me because this is my district. So the background of this is when the pool closed last summer, it left residents of Hopkins and Lower Richland without access to a pool during one of the most hottest summers on record. The closest 2 were in Eastover and Columbia, and that's not easy for families that have limited time and limited resources to go back and forth. And more importantly, the residents, and especially the children in the Lower Richland area, deserve a place to cool off, have fun, and build relationships within their own community. This $385,000 community development block grant Publicly Facility Award was given to Richland County Recreation Commission to invest in the Hopkins Park Pool renovations project to help reopen this important community asset, to provide safe, fun, healthy, community-centric public facility for residents of all ages, from swimming lessons to swimming camps to senior aerobics. And Miss Bernice, I'm going to join you with that with my bikini on. This investment and these funds are helping to bring these opportunities back to the Hopkins community. All community funds are supporting construction costs, major physical improvements to the pool, and we are so grateful for Richland County Recreation Commission for the work that they're doing and seeing the important need in the Lower Richland area. I want to thank the Richland County Grants team, which has developed a great partnership with the county community development, working together to ensure this pool is reopened. Our residents and see a new season of fun recreation. I want to thank county community development team for the hard work they deserve in serving our residents and ensure the importance of funds provide support, opportunities, and accessibility to low, moderate income residents across the county. I also want to thank South Carolina Congressman Jim Clyburn, who makes sure these important funds are allocated to HUD and awarded down the local communities. These funds make a difference. And so with that, I just want to say thank you again. I appreciate the opportunity to just continue making sure these funds get where they belong. And thank you for all that you do. And at this time, thank you. At this time, I want to introduce Councilwoman Shakese Newton, and I apologize that our chair, Jessica Mackey, couldn't be here. There were some things that she had to do, but she sends her love and support, and I want to say thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I know that y'all are all here to see the pool. When I showed up, they said, do you want to speak? I said, I will speak very briefly, so do not worry. Councilwoman English said a lot of the things that I want to say, and primarily what I want to do is really just take this opportunity to thank everybody. The thing about the Lower Richland community is it is a community, and it's funny, somebody called me, and they were like, do you want to speak at the Hopkins Park event? And I said, well, you may want to call Councilwoman English because it's her district. Now, I used to play there when I was a little girl, and my family members helped to create this park way back in the day, but it's her district. But it made me think about the fact that we all work together, and I just think that this is an example of when things go right. We have a lot of examples in the world of where things go wrong, but when there was a problem in the park, the people spoke up and that went right. They were heard by the Recreation Commission and that went right. The Recreation Commission came to the county and we said, we have resources for you, and that went right. And we all worked together to create something new, but it started with the people speaking and people listening, and that went right. And there's just so much happening in the world now that I think celebrating when things work the way they should work is extra important. So again, thank you to the community members who knew how important this is, who know how important recreation is to our babies, who know that they need things to do, who know that this community needs resources, but not just any resources, resources that are close to us that we can enjoy so we don't have to travel for 50 years all the way across town. So thank you to everybody who played a part in making something go right. And I hope you will give yourselves a round of applause, and that every time you think about this pool, you will say to yourself that you were a part of making this happen, and that this is not just the community pool, but it's your pool. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman Newton. Before I call this next gentleman up, Dr. Jermaine Johnson, our representative for House Seat District 70. I have the new 52, but 70 right now, currently, correct? Okay. I have to speak to him and who he is. I remember August 31st of last year, I met with many of you all right there inside of the gym at Hopkins Park. And I listened to all of your concerns. I listened to how upset you were with the outcome at that time. And I told you that I was going to do all that I could to help see this project through with the help of my colleagues. He was one of the first people that I called. And as soon as I called him, he said, I'm on it. And all the way through then up until this point, he's did everything that he could to try to make things happen, to make sure that he was talking to people, to make sure that he was making phone calls. I just want to tell you the type of person that you're working with. When he gives you his word, he definitely comes through. He does many other things here in the Hopkins area, and I'm just proud to say that I know him. But I just want you to give a round of applause for Dr. Jermaine Johnson as he comes before us.
Got me all emotional over here, man. Jesus Christ, appreciate you, brother. Got me all emotional over here this morning. Good morning, everybody. The first thing I want to do, I want to give you greetings. I am State Representative Jermaine Johnson, but I want to give you greetings also on behalf of our great state senator, because Senator Darrell Jackson has also stood there with me on a lot of these things. Just as recently as yesterday, we were talking about additional things that we're going to be bringing to the Lower Richland area. So I can assure you that we have more coming, because not only do we need it down here, but we deserve it. And we're going to get it, and it's coming down this way. I do want to thank everybody that's up here with me right now. Mr. Hamilton Jacobs, he's singing my praises, but I got to sing his praises. That young boy has been doing everything that he could for this community. And I mean it, and we made the right decision when we appointed him to be a recreation commissioner. These individuals up here, they did a fantastic job with getting us a new executive director, doing everything that they had to do to make sure that this was going to happen. When they held the community meetings here, they did not have to do that. When they held a community meeting over here in the gym, they did not have to do that, but they did do that. And I want to just say thank you for all your hard work. Rob Lepine, Mr. Chair, he has been on my phone line all day, every day, asking what we can do and how we can do it. We've got funds in this year's budget to come help do more renovations for this pool that's here. That is a priority. So we're going to add additional stuff to this pool area and what we got going on. But I want to thank the media for being here today, because so often they are here to highlight the negativity that happens in this community. There's no shortage of videos and things that are happening all over the media to shine light on the negativity that's happening in this area. But today, now they are here to see something positive that's happening. And I want to encourage the media to come back for everything that we have that's positive that's going in this community, because there is more positive in this community than there is negative, than the small things of negativity that they're seeing. But more than that, I want to thank all of you just for being involved. For being involved with everything that we have going on in this area and in this community, for showing up, for showing out, for speaking up, whether it's good, bad, and different. I just want to say thank you for your words. Thank you for your activism. Thank you for being a part of everything that we have going on here, because it is definitely needed. We need you to be involved, and we need you to bring a friend next time. Tell a friend. Bring somebody along, because we need additional people to be involved with what we have going on right down here in this community. Now, I want to make sure that people understand that also it has been my absolute honor to be the representative of this area. I mean, it has been my life honor. And this is my family up here. Y'all know y'all my family down here. But the districts, y'all know the districts have changed. So I will be my district number is now going to be District 52. But I'm going to let y'all know that you all know that I am only one phone call, one text message, one email away, as I will always continue to show up for you all. Because you all know my hashtag has always been do it for LR. And we're going to do it for Lower Richland. We're going to make sure that this community gets what it deserves every step of the way, always and forever. And I hope that Ms. Bernice can invite me to that pool party, because I'm coming to. I've been doing my sit-ups, so I'm gonna make sure I can get out here and take a good shirt off. I want to acknowledge all the other dignitaries also for being here. Our school board commissioner, Ms. Cheryl Harris, is here. All the staff that's from the Richland County, the staff that's from the Recreation Commission. We cannot allow people to come in here and divide us. People from the outside are coming in and they're saying their things, they're doing their narratives. We must continue to stand together, because anybody and everybody will come down here and divide us if they have a little inkling, a possibility to believe that they can do that. I will always stand for unity. Y'all know I ain't never said nothing negative about nobody I was ever running against. And I will continue to be positive. I'll continue to bring us together. And I hope that you all will join me in standing together and uniting this community for the better. Thank you.
All right, we're getting down to the end of the program, but I do want to recognize former Councilman Norman Jackson, who is here. He's another termite in the wood for the Hopkins community. Also, we have some clergy here. Many people reached out and said that they would try to come, but we do have Pastor Sally Lakin that's here. I want to recognize our clergy. We have Reverend Chambers that is here as well, and any other clergy that I may have missed, you can put your hand up as we recognize you as well. But we think we are just excited to be able to have those people in our communities that join with us every time we try to rally together. We know that this community is built off of that, so I wanted to make sure that we recognize them. Before I call our chairman up, Mr. Rob Lapine, you can come on up, Rob. I want to tell you, I got on Rob's last nerve. I'm sure that I aggravated him a whole lot. And he told me, man, we're going to get it done, man. He would tell me, he'll get on my phone, come on, Hamilton. But I knew he knew the passion that I had and how much I wanted to make sure that we did something for the Hopkins community. And so I'm sure I aggravated several people. I know for certain I aggravated Vice Chairman Lindsay and the rest of everybody else, but it was only because I love this community. So I want to say thank you to my colleagues for indulging me in this, and thank you, Rob.
Thank you
for today.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I will say, off script here, I think that in our meetings we have open session, and Ms. Wilson has been. It's pretty impactful when you're there, and it's very helpful to your community. So we like when that people come and speak up, and we can know what needs and wants that you all need. But in conclusion, I want to thank everyone for joining us today, and on behalf of RCRC and my fellow board members that are here today, we want to thank Richland County Council. I really want to thank Hamilton, because without Hamilton, this would not have been pushed as fast. And I think the last point is that we are going to get this open this summer, which is a monumental task. So congratulations on that. I want to thank our new executive director that will be happening soon, Taurus Lewis, the project staff from RCRC, community relations, project management, the Richland County Development Division, the administrator for Richland County, Mr. Leonardo Brown, and of course the legislative delegation, Mr. Jermaine Johnson, and Daryl Jackson. Without you guys, too, this would not have happened, so thank you very much. And lastly, I want to thank Mr. Anthony Lawrence, if you could stand up, with Moda Design and Genco Pools and Spas that'll be helping put this project through. So once again, thanks to everyone for being here, and have a great day. Pardon? Oh, Taurus, do you want to say anything? Yep. That wasn't on my script.
I know. Good morning once again. On behalf of my colleagues and I, the Board of Commissioners, County Council, delegation members, we want to thank you all for coming out today to be a part of this momentous occasion. My staff and I, we work really hard along with the commissioners to get this project going. We're going to make sure that we leave no stones unturned. You will have a quality product when we're done, and we're glad to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking time to come this morning. I want to recognize Jamila and Ms. Della, who work here at Hopkins and do such an exceptional job here at Hopkins Park. Thank you for everything that you do. Please join us over in the back for light refreshments, and everyone have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming out.